Okay, let's go again then. So this is the new version of Blitzing we're on. So it's 3.04. So it's good they're still updating Blitzing as well as Dasher. Okay, so what's tip of the day while we're waiting? Did you know using parameters in a challenge window will be highlighted in colour? No. If someone is seeking a time odds game or a game where the side is forced, the description in the seek window will be red. Wow. If you highlight a username and right click, you get a convenient pop-up. I knew that. In the seek morph you can right click for a pop-up menu of actions relevant to that seek. I sort of expected that. libsearch stores create a game list. Commands create a game list. Okay. Yes. Okay. But history is limited. You can use up and down arrows on your keyboard to access recently typed commands. Cool. In an input prefix menu, you can cycle through the prefixes using the tab key. Right. In an input field, you can issue an ordinary command by beginning the line with a slash. The input prefix menu will be ignored. I didn't know that. You can hit F9 to quickly respond to the most recent person sending you a personal tell. That's very useful. F9. In fact, someone, when I went to take someone to German, knew all the chess space shortcuts, really weird ones. But he was a programmer. I was quite impressed. I mean, I just use, sort of menus and stuff usually. I know it takes more time and you should really learn all the shortcuts. So F9 there for all you shortcut gurus. If someone tells you something, you can click F9 apparently. Control Enter on a tell command will automatically prefix future commands with tell. Okay. You can use Control Enter to have the output of a command placed in a new window. Fascinating stuff. Right, okay, so French defense. Oh, give me a break. I'd rather do this than suffer the torture of symmetry. I'm doing it in the games at Chess World on the big Simmel. I'm doing this Queen D5 just to break the symmetry. And now Knight C3 is a huge blunder against this because there's no C4 D5, so White's got an extra move, but what is White going to do with that extra move? Nothing. It's rock solid and non-symmetrical. It's everything I've dreamt of from the Exchange French. Players have given up the French defence because of the Exchange French, and this Knight F7 is good here. That would have been a bit worrying and embarrassing. So, solid position, only issues this bishop. That bishop's no longer an issue now. Okay, two bishops. Bishop F5, Bishop G6, unless E6 is dangerous. That flag is Kuwait, isn't it? No, whoops, South Korea. Learn all about flags now. So, I'll play Bishop F5. I'm pretty pleased with this position, how it's turned out. The bishop pair is always a dangerous weapon in the hands of the skilled attacking player, which I'm not, but still it can be quite useful to have the two bishops, even in the hands of a bunny like me. So, I don't know, Queen B6 or C5, or Queen D7, Queen F5, or F5, F4. If I want to block in my bishop and now Knight E2 to F4 with a positionally murderous position. Okay, what about Bishop H4 here? Just disrupt things, because actually the Rook G4 there's Bishop H5 to be as annoying as annoying. And this is, Aronian played Bishop H4 recently, so it's more justification as black. Okay, so I play pin that pesky knight before it moves. I've got these raking bishops. I don't expect that rook to take on b7. It would just be too cheeky. I mean, come on. You can't do that with rooks. Surely not. I just, get my rook on with f6. Or maybe I close that rook if it is though over there. Let's block the rook over there for a sec. So bishop g6. Oh, I could give it up. Otherwise that knight's dangerous. I can get the f-file. Sold on it, got the f-file. Even though that's sort of anti-positional, but I'm immediately threatening things with the f-file. I mean, the rook's going to take time, isn't it, to get back? So if I can just double the f-file, the rooks will be happy here. Oh dear. There is bishop f2. Has he missed that? Bishop f2. Bishop f2. I think he might have. There's bishop d4, no queen d4. Because rook f1. So bishop d4. So he plays ab. So is there stronger in queen h4, and bishop g3, h3? B4 takes, then bishop e1, or I think b4. I'm going to keep that rook closed off. So b4, if his rook's going to get in a ridiculous position, because bishop d4 ab, I'm not convinced. The queen's on f1. I'll take on e5. Takes on c6. I think I'd rather play b4. Leave him worried about that bishop for a moment. If he really does rook b4, the rooks are looking sillier and sillier over here. What about queen h4? Just getting the troops in, for attack. So now I've got serious threats, surely, building up. Or maybe not. Okay, there's no rook f4, f3 here, it just takes. And bishop g3, plays bishop g1. I'm going to muck this up. Rook f5, just try and double the rooks as I mentioned before. And if rook f1, rook f8, takes, still dangerous. I think rook f5. Bishop g3 does bishop g1. I can't really see what's going on there. Actually, c5 is possible, because if it takes, there's queen b4 cheekily. c5, indeed. Actually, cd. I missed that. Funny enough. Okay, c5 is still on the cards, but I want to double up rooks using my remaining bits, so all bits be around this king. There isn't queen d4 here. And the queen e4 actually takes queen e1. That's rook f1. Yeah. So I'll get the other rook in. Although rook b8 is looking pretty dangerous. Maybe queen f2 is better, not to leave my king exposed. Get queen here. Actually, I'm threatening mate and queen e1 picking up the rook anyway. That's a bit lucky, isn't it? But the rook was in a silly position after b4. You can't have all these loose pieces in the blitz game, can you? So that is a bit of luck. That queen e1 actually threatens to win the rook. Queen f1 threatens to just mate. Okay. I admit, a bit of luck, but we'll review it. How anti-positional FG it was. It was anti-positional. So thanks. Alright, let's review it. Was this a terribly played game? I suspect it was, actually, to be honest. But I played this anyway against the French with very good, against the Exchange, very good results. I was pleased with this position so far, except this could be a bit dodgy because of F7. I can't do a right click, can I? Or is it left click? Without it sort of going to the end of the game. So F7 is a bit of an issue, but he didn't exploit that. He liberated my bishop, and now we have a funny episode, which a good manoeuvre maybe, knight e2 to f4, is a good solid manoeuvre. So I evicted the rook, off of the b7 pawn, which he doesn't take, and possibly, he can just simply take b7. And this looks like a good move to liberate the rooks when he plays a4, that is. So the anti-positional does coordinate immediately rook and bishop. Is it really bad? Not sure. g3, bishop g5, creating weaknesses. I wanted to keep this rook hemmed in. It does create a loose rook, this b4, which turns out to be an issue pretty soon. Should I feel bad about that, picking up the rook? I'm not sure. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks so much.